evening. Hello. How's everybody feeling? Why am I shouting? It's a microphone. Are you guys well? You guys good? Thank you for being late. Keeping up the brand African time. Welcome to you all to the Financial Mail AdFocus Awards 2021. Everybody in the room and everybody who is at home right now, thank you for joining us. We would love to have had you here, but your salaries don't qualify. Oh no, the truth. So, it is great to have you guys here, 2021, celebrating game changes in a game that has changed. Woo! Yeah, there was a time. There were no more of those late night brainstorms, no more Friday drinks, no more cases being opened up against you. It was just you at home. Just you at home by yourself. Oh my gosh. But we are here to celebrate you guys, because if you're here, it means you guys are pulling rabbits out of hats at a time when it is tough to even find a rabbit. Now, it really is. I'm your host for the evening, Loiso Matinga. There are a few rules this evening. Please switch your phones on to silent. One person, okay. Once takeoff has commenced, which is the theme for this evening, once takeoff has commenced, we would allow you to switch them back on to tweet. And don't forget the hashtag, please, FM AdFocus 2021. And the toilets are in this direction. The toilets are, you saw the toilets when you came in here. The toilets are through elevator left. Thank you. If you're at home, I hope you know where your toilets are. Our bar service will be temporarily turned off. Thank you very much, to avoid further cases being opened. It will be opened again after the show until 9:30, and then you must go home. If you're at home, whatever stock you have, if it lasts until 9:30, look at you. And to all our partners, IAS, Scopen, the Media Shop, and Ornico, thank you for flying with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your captain, editor-in-chief, onto stage, Rob Rose.
Rob Rose! Welcome, Rob! You probably don't even hear the announcements on the plane. It's okay. One more time for Rob Rose.
Thanks a lot. This is much better than a plane, so I certainly do hear a lot. I try my best. I just want to say welcome, guys. Thanks so much for coming to this. It's the 31st year that we've been doing this, and it's fantastic to see you all here. There are a lot of creative awards, but I think this one, what we try to do throughout the years is to make this focused on sort of the business element of it, and I think that's what we're trying to return to, and it's a process, of course, and I think it's doing pretty well so far. The particular theme this year is game changers, and we in the media, and I suppose anyone who's lived through COVID in the last year and working from home knows all about changing the game. And I think that it's about how you in your industry are able to turn change into opportunity and opportunity into business opportunities, and I think that that's what we try to focus on. This, in terms of change, what we try to do during this last 2 years is to look at these awards and see how we can change them and make them a lot better. We've consulted a lot of people in the industry about what to do. I think Mate and the ACA have been fantastic, and other organizations have helped us a lot in terms of what we're not doing right and what we could do better, and I think that it's fantastic to get the feedback, and I think if you guys could speak to us more about, things we don't do right and things we could do better, that's fantastic. It helps us produce a better event and a better product in all. As you might have noticed, the people have changed a bit as well. I think kudos specifically to Dale, who's come on as project director. She's been fantastic. I think she's helped us reinvigorate this, give us a new sense of energy, and done things that we should have done. things that we've wanted to do for years and just haven't got around to. I mean, the tables, for example, are back in this AdFocus report that is fantastic. I think that there are lots of things we could have done better, and I think Dale has brought new energy and focus to it that has really helped us up our game, which is something we'll continue over the next couple of years, only with your help, though. There are other guys, too. I think Jeremy Maggs has worked on it for years. He's been fantastic. He's a fantastic editor and journalist, and he's been, to some extent, the face of AdFocus for the last however many years. And so Jeremy's helped on this. Lynette has helped on this. And I think together they've created a fantastic product, as you'll see in the end. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys agree. There are a lot of people who participate in this, and I actually had a list, and at the risk of turning old Boris Johnson, I forgot the list, and instead I have a piece of paper that has nothing on it, but the thing that was next to the printer at my house that I've scribbled a few notes on. It's mostly about Peppa Pig, so just don't worry about that. But I think that the arena team and the jurors are fantastic, and they're certainly the guys who are at the center of what we do here. I think that Tumi is fantastic as the chair of this, and she will speak to us about what's happening next year. But I think that the dedication, the passion, and the integrity of these awards relies on having smart people who are stalwarts, who know what they're doing. And I think that we can all agree that when you see the results, and I think when you see the ultimate publication, that this is exactly what we're trying to do. And it's not testament to me at all. I literally do nothing. I give this speech, and I print out Peppa Pig emails. That's pretty much what I do. So it's ultimately down to these guys. So these are the guys who are the center of this and the heart of this particular project. So it's obviously not a finished project. We're improving, and that's why we need your assistance, your interaction, and tell us what to do. And there are obviously a few slips between cup and lip in the run-up to it. So, if any of you guys get an email with next year's winners in the next week, just ignore it. But it's fantastic to have you here. I love this project, and I think that it's wonderful to be part of this. At the Financial Mail, we think it's a really important part of what we're trying to do. We want to be close to the business community, and I think we certainly want to be closer to you guys. So thanks so much for coming, and thanks for being part of it. And like I said, speak to us about it, tell us what we can do better. And just my appreciation is to all of you for being here. So thanks a lot. And love Peppa Pig. That's my last. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for. I love the song of yours. I don't know much.
Thank you for joining us here, Rob. Don't go too far. I will need you soon. So please take a seat a little closer. Robbo, buddy, Chana, but, mate, Jesus, okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to meet a person so significant, so wonderful. This person has done amazing things. Some say that her children dropped themselves off at school. It is rumored that she put herself in her will. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the AdFocus Awards Jury Chairperson to the stage, Tumi Rabanye.
Lisa, interesting that you should say that. My daughter did bring herself back from school today. Hi, everybody. Great to see everyone in person. Very interesting, again, to be back here. Very quickly, for me, the last 2 years have been very, very interesting. At the heart of it, I'm just a girl from Mafikeng who has had a great opportunity to pursue her passion, pursue the career of her dreams at this level. But it's been nothing short of a privilege and a labor of love. Firstly, to be surrounded by the esteemed panelists and to facilitate knowledge sharing has been remarkable. And then to see the sheer determination and the tenacity of our industry, especially in a very difficult time, budgets being cut, the unpredictability of basically, personal wellness and health and mental health. So it's really been amazing to watch. And an amazing example for me of the incredible partnership with the industry has been demonstrated in the student category, especially. So thanks to King James and Mediology for hosting the student category, because ultimately that's the pipeline of talent that's going to come into this industry. And needless to say, this timing and this season has been everything, because our world has fundamentally changed. The game has fundamentally changed, and nothing will ever be the same. But the people gathered here in this room are actually the change agents. They're really the drivers of this industry, steering us forward, and really steering the brand of the AdFocus Awards forward. 3 decades later, I think that's incredibly remarkable and worthy of a round of applause. And so, on that very formal note, I would like to say I am extra excited as well about what the future holds, as I have the pleasure of handing over and announcing our next chairperson, AKA Leadership. Fahim, please may you join us. Thank you. I think we need a picture with Rob.
Government unapproved touching. Caught on camera into the world. When this show doesn't happen next year, we know why. I mean, at this point, we're so lax. We're so lax about this whole COVID thing now. We're just like, whatever. We're just so whatever. Look at us, no masks on. Anywhere we go, we just put on a mask. We walk into a place with a mask, and then it's like, you saw me. It's like arriving at an orgy, just flashing your condom, but you saw the thing. It's not how safety works, people. Thank you very much, Austumi. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now we get down to business. Thank you, Mom, for doing. Okay. 3 people who are my age, okay. 3 people who did not have DSTV, okay. We're pleased to present for 4th year running the Creative Challenge Award as we start this evening. Now, the Creative Challenge Award is developed to encourage young creatives in agencies to connect brand messaging with current news, events, and headlines, thus, therefore, showcasing the power of print in effective advertising. The multitude of entries delivered print ads that had maximum impact and immediate audience appeal, with the bonus of being very clever devices for smart wordsmiths and astute layouts. I asked them to put that word in. Before I go on any further, I would like to call up onto the stage a man so prolific, he was featured on the cover of Men's Health box bag. Head of Advertising Sales and Trade Marketing for Arena Holdings, to the stage to present this award, please. Eben Giavert. Yo. Yes. You're so sexy. Now, this award has become one of the highlights of the FM AdFocus Awards. It provides a rare opportunity for agencies to really push the creative boundaries, and this year we were not disappointed. The entries are judged by our jurors on 3 criteria, as opposed to criterion, who couldn't make it this evening. concept, design, and business relevance, we are proud to announce our finalists. And they are Abnormal with the red list they created for World Wildlife Fund and the South African Sustainable Seafood Initiative, SASI. King James with the STARS campaign for Blackboard, and Abnormal with their breast cancer campaign for Pink Drive. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that the winner of the Creative Challenge 2021 is Abnormal with their breast cancer ad. Take your time, I love the song. Yes, COVID for who? Thank you very much. As you walk off in silence. No, sir, please, we are not quite done with you. We need you, sir. Please come up back onto stage so we can just look at you for a while. And next, we're announcing the Media Agency of the Year. Can I please ask Dumi to come join us on stage to hand over this award? Join Eben onto stage for double the action tonight. The challenge for any independent agency is that there is no external support. That means when a shock like COVID lockdown is imposed and clients/budgets, the independent agency needs to act quickly in order to ensure their survival. Now, the finalists in this Media Agency of the Year include Meteorology, MNC Saatchi, Connect, and Carrot. That was not a joke. People paid lots of money for that name. Now, that was certainly the case for this year's Media Agency of the Year, which had clients cancel campaigns and slash budgets overnight, literally. In response, the agency reduced its hard costs, including salaries, Friday drinks, in order to survive the storm. The hard stuff, guys. However, despite a decrease in existing client spend, it converted 16 out of 19 pitches into new business, resulting in a 20% increase in billings and champagne. The 2021 AdFocus Media Agency of the Year is Meteorology, Africa's largest independent media agency. Thank you. Meteorology represented by the word if tonight. Congratulations. Thank you, Eben. And we move now to Transformation Award. You guys seem very stiff right now. Can you just relax, pretend this is a flight where your seats can recline. Just take a deep breath, exhale, remove the knives from your back. Let's continue. This critical category resulted in a lot of healthy debate. At a time when transformation in the industry is critical, all jurors were determined to drill deep and look beyond lip service and tokenism. I'm looking at this room. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the blacks, lots of women, Lots of white men hoping they don't get written up as a blog somewhere. After this first session, additional information was requested of many of the agencies, for example, more detail on the actual beneficiaries of the trust. The finalists showed the commitment required for empowerment across ownership, training, upliftment, staff representation. Our finalists include Joe Public, United, Leveragey and 888. Sounds like a gang. And the winner of the 2021 AdFocus Transformation Award is Joe Public. Thank you. Congratulations, Joe Public, on having enough diversity to bring onto stage. It is important to acknowledge young and up-and-coming talent, and so we move on to the Student of the Year. Now, our 3 finalists this year are all women. Thank God. Yes. Yes. I agree, because I have to be woke. My career can't take anything controversial. Our 3 finalists this year are all women, and all in their 3rd year, and all 3 are intent on making positive difference and being forces for good in the future. They are Janine Lowe, who is majoring in digital design, an up-and-coming skateboarder. This sounds like a dating... An up-and-coming skateboarder that loves the idea of using her talent to enhance other people's ideas and gets satisfaction from seeing a client's idea come to life. Next is Naeem. Naeem's work shows her intelligent insights and ability to apply the complexities of conceptual communication. Her ideas are rich, relevant, and always based on compelling human truths. A highly talented writer. She's able to express her ideas with an appealing charm and is skilled in crafting her wording to appeal to different audiences. Then it's Zara Khan, who is a graphic designer inspired by pop culture, Mendoza, the likes, the dynamics online creative space, and the diverse landscape of South Africa. Her lecturers describe her as a designer that loves design for the sake of design, a real purist. Her work has such an aesthetic appeal because she is in tune with her design capabilities and chakras and pays great attention to detail. Our 2021 AdFocus Student of the Year is Naeem Maremband! Please come onto stage. Niam. Sorry, I made you Muslim there for a second. I even put an accent on the surname. Wrong accent. I apologize. Or you just a light-skinned Arab? I don't know what's happening. They're not calling me back next year. Thank you, Niam. Niam was awarded a Lurie Student Writing Crafts category in the 2019, a significant achievement for a first-year student. She also recently won a 2021 Bronze Student Lurie's Award in the radio categories. All right, as we now go to African Impact Award. Now, rather than rewarding the number of offices an agency has on the continent, I mean, well done, colonizer. These African Impact Awards, no, I mean, I've lost the job already. This African Impact Award rewards measurable impact of an agency on the marketplace. And the finalists for the African Impact Award include TBWA, Dentsu International, and Triple Eight. Ula, ula. Okay. This year's winner has a network of more than 38 markets across Africa, and in each market are in the top 3. Yeah. And the winner of the AdFocus African Impact Award 2021 is Dentsu International. And that premature woo showed us who got the winners list before we came here. What made this year's winners stand out is the way in which they genuinely gave back in terms of training and development. Its achievement illustrates how purposeful business can also lead to business growth. Congratulations. The Partnership of the Year Award is the category of endurance and capability. Endurance, not Durex. Hey. Sponsored by IAS and Scopen. Please welcome our IAS CEO, the IAS CEO, Johann, Johanna McDowell. Please come onto stage. Joanna, that's you. You're looking lovely. Okay. She's just like, duh. Okay, Jojo. Our finalists are Joe Public United Johannesburg with their client Chicken Leakin, the Media Shop with their client Shoprite and Checkers. Still, 3 of us, SABC. Okay, TBWA Coastal and their client Good For You Spa, and TBWA and their client Everywhere You Go. MTN. The 2021 Partnership of the Year Award goes to Joe Public! This award is not based on the length of the partnership. What the judges are looking for in this category is a relationship with proven continued results. This account was awarded to the agency 5 years ago without any pitch, but rather a meeting of the minds. I'm South African, I know what that means. The partnership has been a phenomenal success. The creative license afforded to the agency by this client is a demonstration of faith, trust, and genuine business partnership, which is rare in this industry and what many still aspire to. So congratulations to you. We don't know who received the winners list beforehand, but I'll tell you this much. Joe Public has practiced their shocked face very well. I do not suspect you guys. The rest of you work on that, because when I see you and you're like... And moving on, the Shapeshifter Award. Of course, this is an award for the person who agreed with the idea before we went into client. And then when you're in the boardroom, now they're like, oh no, guys, maybe we need to shift the way we think. No, the Shapeshifter Award, sorry, there's no client service here, recognizes innovative young talent breaking new ground and literally shifting the traditional status quo. This year's winner epitomizes the game-changing theme and was a unanimous judge's choice. A copywriter, He impressed the judges with the depth of his work, which is smart, insightful, considered, beautifully crafted. His unique writing talent is matched with a level of leadership, maturity, and conceptual ability. His work has been recognized at awards shows around the world, as well as in South Africa. As jury chair Tumi Rabanye put it, did you put it? I'm about to say you put it. To be able to produce this caliber of work at this age is exciting, and we predict great things for him in his future. Nailed it. Our shapeshifter for 2021 is Tepo Tumaole. Tepo's grown-up clothes couldn't be with us tonight, but he will be accepting them in his civvies. Well done, Tepo. The marketing game has fundamentally changed, demanding that industry leaders demonstrate both emotional intelligence and a business vision to drive results. The winner of this year's Industry Leader Award has a reputation for being an outspoken marketer who is not afraid of swimming against the tide. Black people just gave up. No, yes, no. Swimming is a category. They keep shutting us outside. Racism always works. She has shown time and time again that she has the ability to drive brand-led business growth and has successfully brought marketing into the C-suite as a business driver. This year's AdFocus Industry Leader of the Year is Kenzani Nobanta! Congratulations. We still good? We still having, yeah? Oh, sounds horrible. At home, they're having a good, those guys are drinking. Yo, those guys are having a good, these guys. The Adaptability Award recognizes an agency that has successfully adapted to the new paradigm we now find ourselves in, demonstrating that both flexibility and maneuverability and risen above the panic and disruption of yet another unusual year. The award was first introduced in 2020, obvious, and had such a good take-up that we decided to continue with it. So, without further ado, agencies that made it into the shortlist include Eclipse Communication and Leveraging, this year's winner was hard hit by the pandemic. It successfully overcame the challenges of a remote working environment, budget cuts, and redeployment events and activation staff into new roles in the company in order to avoid redundancies. It achieved record numbers across revenue, profitability, staff growth, and awards. Its work in the past year has shown that sponsorship and passion point marketing have a much bigger role to play in the marketing mix, much more than the broader marketing communications industry in SA has historically placed on it. So in your face. we're pleased to present the 2021 AdFocus Adaptability Award to Levergy. As another tall man ruins another perfectly good photo. Why? No, I have to. They're always giving me shit about being short, so yeah. What do you do with your height? Nothing. Nothing. Doing nothing with your height. You're like a black person with gills. What differentiates this year's winner and makes it a worthy recipient of this next award, the Special Agency of the Year award, is that it strategizes campaigns in a way that ensures the brands it represents achieve both business and social results. More than 80% of its work is purpose-driven. The other 20, just feel your way. Just feel your way. See where the mood takes you. Brief, come on. Our finalists include Aeroplane Levergy, Demographica, and Make It Rain. And the winner of the 2021 AdFocus Specialist Agency of the Year is... Hola, hola! Who is the represent... Hola, hola! Congratulations to that gang of feminists. I have an audience of one, and I'm fine with it. I'll see you at drinks. Every year, the Digital Agency of the Year category elicits much debate and gnashing of teeth amongst the judges in terms of whether, in what is essentially a digital age, digital should even be a category on its own right, in its own right, English. We did away with the category a few years ago, but bowing to pressure. I think that's how that was written, bowing to pressure. We moved digital back into its own category again. The online bullies keep winning, don't they? Our finalists include Mark One Media, Roger Wilco, and Fresh as Phil. Now, this year's winner stands out in an era more and more agencies are encroaching on its space. Its digital-first focus helped it achieve a 55% increase in net revenue, with most of its additional revenue coming from incremental growth in existing clients. This is testament to its client centricity and ability to deliver effective work. And the winner of the 2021 AdFocus Digital Agency of the Year is Roger Wilco. Congratulations. That is not how I pictured my Twitter trolls. Yes, well done, digital, as we now look at a year marked by loss and contraction for many agencies in the public relations industry this year. This year's winner has been a journey and growth. I just heard myself. I was like, why am I reading like Obama, who's just Mandela with a different accent? Our shortlist for the Public Relations Agency of the Year include Razor Communication, Eclipse of the Heart, and Atmosphere Communications. Now, launched just before the onset of the pandemic in South Africa, this agency has grown its business by 275% if you are looking for work in the past year, and received both local and global recognition. And the winner of the 2021 Public Relations Agency of the Year is Razorlight Communications. Congratulations. Congratulations, Razorlight, really inspiring me to come back next year without my beanie to show my balding. It's going, it's gone. Yes, this is not for the cool, this is emergency. Presenting the next award is going to be Rob. So please come back onto stage. We are on the Small Advertising Agency of the Year. Welcome back, Robbie. No, stop touching. Hey, Nina. Hey, the category showed us that we need to change our own game moving forward by improving communications around the call for entries. There were not enough entries in this category for the jurors to confidently name a winner. However, they felt that a well-deserved special mention should be given to Avatar Durban. Weird song. We have a biker and an African dictator on the stage. And you're playing cowboy music. It just makes no sense. I don't know who's choosing these songs. And now, for Medium Advertising Agency of the Year. This is one of the most hotly contested categories in the AdFocus Awards, with a number of submissions, as evidenced by the number of finalists. And here they are. Machine, Gray, Grid Worldwide, and hello, FZB Plus. The winner stood out for achieving high levels of growth in a particularly challenging year. The agency successfully maneuvered through cultural shifts, unprecedented, unpredictable lockdown levels, and economic adjustment resulting in one of its best years ever. That's not how that sentence should end. It was like doom and gloom, but it was great. The 2021 AdFocus Medium Agency of the Year is Ngwevu Theko Ndodendala. friend, lurking, shining bright like a diamond. Ah, beautiful, my dear, beautiful. Thank you. Oh. I assume that's gray. Thank you. Congratulations to Gray. Fantastic. We're still good. Your legs and your arms are crossed. I need you to relax for me, please. Thank you. As we move to Large Agency of the Year. Now, this category is a hotly contested one because everybody wants to win a monies. That's not what it says there. It is contested because agencies compete aggressively. Yay. You know, it's very, guys. Oh. Hey, it's bad. No, it's my ad, no, my ad. Like, whoa, guys, calm down. It's print category. We have 3 agencies who found themselves on the shortlist for Large Agency of the Year. And they are Joe Public, United, Johannesburg. They keep adding names. DBWA and MNC Saatchi Abel, surname Abel. Now, DBWA exhibited strong leadership credentials. They always write just big English words in these things. TBWA was, they were strong. And then MNC Saatchi was like, oh, you guys don't even know. And they pulled through with some game. That's how I would have written it. MNC Saatchi Abel entry created much debate amongst this year's award panel about what it means to be a game changer, their strength and their ability to sustain client relationships and grow them, even in a difficult climate. And for this, it should be congratulated. Agreed the judges. The agency won the Large Agency category in 2019, but there can only be one winner. And the 2021 AdFocus Large Agency of the Year goes to Joe Public United, Johannesburg. Congratulations. So many skinny jeans. So many. It's over 40. Lovely. Congratulations to the big dogs. Now, this year, AdFocus jury agreed that this year's Lifetime Achiever is a legendary marketer. His career has spanned Colgate-Palmolive in both the US and South Africa, Sun International and Nike. In 2022, he established Brand Leadership Group, a pan-African branding advisory firm, and less than a decade later, a non-profit intergenerational movement to inspire a brand-led agenda to drive Africa's image, reputation, and competitiveness, and to advocate for made-in-Africa brands. But wait, there's more. What sets him apart is his consistent commitment to his purpose, which is to see African brands compete on a global stage. Charismatic, a high achiever, with an infectious energy and consistency as far as his purpose is concerned, make him a worthy recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the 2021 Lifetime Achievement Award is Thebe Ikalifeng! Thebe Aribusa! On top of all of that, his Afro pop album is dropping at the end of the month. It's called Chale What You Do. Are you? Is it?
So I'm taking liberties here. Thebe, before inviting you to say a few words, I'd just like to acknowledge and recognize you. If it weren't for you, Bo Little Dumi, that saw you doing what you do, I've known this man since I was 8, maybe. So this is incredible. It's incredible to honor you. Well done.
I always have a piece of a book with me. Scribble notes everywhere else about nothing and everything. First, thank you. Thank you so much. I left my house, I left my grandmother's house, 1986, to come to Johannesburg as a 19-year-old to go to Wits. Felt like we all do. Dropped out, went to the United States, got my undergrad, my master's, started my job at Colgate, and I had absolutely zero ambitions other than to be just good at what I do, to put in a day's work like we all do. I came back to South Africa, 1994, at the cusp of the elections, to work. I started my job in Colgate, New York, then I came back to Colgate in South Africa. And I came here at an interesting time in the country, time when everything was changing, when we needed examples, we needed evidence that as young black boys and girls, we can be excellent at what we do. Not black excellence, just excellent at what we do, against any measure in the world. I came in here to work hard every day. And after all those years, I learned a few things down the road. I learned a few things about what success means. And somebody captured it better than I would. It says to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the respect of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a little better, whether it's by a healthy child or a redeemed social condition, to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. So I started asking myself a lot of questions down the road as to how well am I living that life? What examples am I setting for the next gen? Without really thinking hard about it, a lot of things happened around the way. I did okay in corporate. Everybody talked about what I was doing. It didn't really affect me much. I was just doing what I needed to do because I needed to work hard. There were some frivolous site shows, GQ Best Dress here. And then I left corporate, and something else happened when I left corporate. And I realized when I left corporate, I started asking myself a few questions. when it's all over, Tebe, would you have succeeded? Will this world be a little better because of you? Will all these things matter? All these frivolous things, wearing beautiful suits, getting silly awards, people talking and writing about you, about how well you dress and all those. I ask myself, does it really matter? So I'm sure a lot of people know that I changed a lot of things about how I approach my life. I got rid of all those suits. I got rid of all those unnecessary adulations. And I got to work. I asked myself the question, where is that vision of Kwame Nkrumah? Where is that vision of Haile Selassie, of a country, of a continent that is independent, a continent that is self-sufficient? I asked myself, where is that unity of the frontline states of KK, of Julius Nyerere, of Marshall, where everybody got together to work towards one goal? Where is that principled leadership of a Nelson Mandela? Where is that utility of a Sankara, who when asked, how do you want to be remembered? And he said, I want people to say his life was useful. He was useful to humanity. And in a lifetime, I wanted to have that sense of clarity that Thabo Mbeki had about the African Renaissance. And I reflected on the work that I do every day. And I asked myself the question, so how do you make it matter, Tebe? How do you make it matter? Because it's not good enough just to come up with beautiful ads. It's not good enough just to come up with beautiful campaigns. The question is, all the work that we do, does it make a difference? Is it purposeful? So I asked myself, what does purpose mean? Because, for all we learned in grad school and advertising and all those things, they hammer us all day with stuff about brand promise and vision and all those type of things. And I said, purpose is about making a difference. Purpose is to have mattered. So I journeyed on this trip around the continent because when I finished, because as I got deeper into understanding why I do what I do and why I needed to do it, I wanted to be authentic in how I do it. And I had a coffee with the CEO of Samsung, and many years ago, Samsung for the continent. And I said to him, how do you do it so well? How come your brand is in every child? How come everybody uses a Samsung everywhere in the continent? He says, Tebe, I've been to every country in the continent. He says, and in going through the continent, I looked at every African, and I looked at what they need. And I looked at the challenges that we're facing then and the challenges we're facing now. I looked at load shedding. I looked at potholes. I looked at all those. He says, I did not look at them as problems, as we tend to look at them. I looked at them and asked myself the question as a country, as an organization, what difference can we make? How can we use this as a source of innovation? How can we use this as a source of inspiration? And I left the meeting and I called my friend in London, who's Tunisian but based in London, the owner of African Business. I said, Omar, I've just met a Korean. He has been to every country in the continent. And he tells me he doesn't sleep in fancy hotels. He says he sleeps where the people are. He eats where the people are. And he walks where the people. I said, I've only been to 15 countries in the continent. I don't feel like an African. I said, I speak about all these African things, but yet I have not immersed myself in the continent that I call home. So I took the time to journey across the continent to every single country. Not because I wanted to be a tourist, but because I wanted to understand these people that Fela Kuti always talks about and says, you must identify with Africa, and then you'll have an identity. I took the time to understand our people. I took the time to understand the continent. It looked like a bit of play, looked like a bit of work, but trust me, at any point in time, whether it's yesterday in Uganda or in Kenya 3 days ago or Rwanda 5-7 days ago, every single one of those, whether you see me at a fashion show or at a market or at a factory, I try to understand one thing, the work that is being done there. What difference does it make? My work in the continent on brands is inspired by that. Is inspired by that, and while it's so beautiful to be recognized, I remember my late friend, Professor Roger Sinclair. So when we won the UNISA account, to rebrand UNISA as you know it now, to change everything that you see about UNISA, I was quite excited because I just quit corporate a year or two earlier. I said, Prof, we need to take out an ad. We need to do a press release. We need to tell everybody. And Roger says to me, and why would you want to do that? What have you accomplished? And I learned from that age, at that point, I said, never ever will you see me taking out a press ad about what I'm about to do. You'll always hear me work. And if anything gets written about it, it's okay. And if nobody remembers what we've done, as long as I've put in the effort into doing. I want to pay tribute today to Roger Sinclair, who founded Brand Leadership with me in 2002. I just quit corporate. Roger was an amazing man, passed away from cancer a few years ago. He created the brand valuation method that we know, methodology that we know. But more than anything else, he was a smart professor. PhD, quit advertising, went into academia. But what was beautiful about him is the lesson that I wanted to, that at all times I want to take with me. That it's important to be humble, to be accessible, to understand that the world does not owe you anything, that you have to work for everything. I want to pay tribute today to Dr. Ivan May. He was at Nedbank. He was a group executive for marketing or deputy for Nedbank. I was a young boy, 28, 29, or 27, I don't know, 28 perhaps or 9. And he said to me, you ought to be in the industry. You must do something. So he held me against my will. He held me against the industry's will and put me in and says, you are going to come into the lorries, and created a when-we out of me. First Ducky to chair the lorries. Says, you will chair. He says, come in. They will not accept it, but you will get in there. And we went in there. We tried to change the methodology, to increase the number of judges that you saw, recreated everything. I heard a lot of things changed after I left, but that's okay. In my time, I did it, what I needed what I did. And I pay tribute to Ivan May. I hope Ivan May knows what an amazing human being he was. He was a great marketer, a great philanthropist. He loved the art, he loved the environment, and he gave me a shot. And I gave tribute to my friend, Philip Berry in New York. He was the highest-ranking black executive at Colgate-Palmolive. I was 27. I just finished my MBA, 26. I just finished my MBA, and I arrived in New York. And Philip Berry said to me, he taught me a few things, and he said to me, Tebe, I want you to come 3 weeks before you start your work. I want you to be in New York. So I arrived in New York, and Phil took me around the continent, around the shops. We went to the best custom-made shirt makers in New York, and he says, this is where you should dress from. He took me to the best suit makers. This is how you should do, this is where you should shop. And he taught me something important about example. Because what then happened is, by the way, I had to pay for all of them. That's a crazy thing. I was a student. The man makes me pay for it. I thought I got myself a sugar daddy. And I was, whoa, an American sugar daddy at the end. And he said to me on one weekend, I went to meet his family's children, and he said to me, I want to tell you why I did all that. You are going to arrive in corporate on 300 Park Avenue, the most important corporate street in New York, in America. You are going to arrive on that day. I don't want them ever to judge you based on how you look. I want them to focus on who you are and what you do. So Philip, in many ways, taught me the importance of fitting in and standing out at the same time. Because he taught me that it's important, Tebe, that you don't get judged on the most frivolous of things, that you get judged on the content. I pay tribute to Phil. I pay tribute to Roger. I pay tribute to Dr. Ivan May. I pay tribute to a man who saw something I did not see. I was a 4-5 finishing my undergrad degree, Professor Robinson. And I was coming down the stairs in the US, and he looked at me and he says to me, I will see you on Sunday. I said, what's happening, Prof? He says, you should have received your invitation. It's the marketing awards on sound. I say, what's happening there, Prof? So anyway, I'll come. He says, you must attend these things. And Robertson said to me as we passed this, you must attend these things. He says, because you're going to be a fantastic marketer in your time. I said, Prof is obviously smoking ganja, and it's not working well for him. Be that as may, I attended the awards, and I was named the best marketing student in the US at the time. I didn't anticipate that would lead to where we are today. I'm very happy to be here today. I'm very happy to people like Tony Kundeman, very happy to people like John Farquhar, who really gave us a chance and a voice, and they wrote and spoke about us. I'm very happy for people like Happy Nchengela, who before we arrived at where we did, when we came back to South Africa, they had already taken a chance. People like to talk about the first this, first black, first this. They weren't the first black. They were the best blacks, the best at what they were doing at the time. Happy and Peter Vondla and Dimape Serenyane really laid the foundation for us. We just arrived in '94, and we picked up the baton from where they left off. Picked up the baton and ran with the baton with people like Nunu Nchengela, who was my advertising director when I was marketing director for the continent, for Nike. I'm very grateful to be here today. I'm very honored at the award, very excited that we get our flowers while we're alive. And I thank you. Let's go out and build a great continent.
It's awkward when the standing ovation starts behind you because you don't know. Then you're seated, and by the time you look back, you're like, oh, I meant to. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for flexing your passport on us. And for the final accolade for this evening, the coveted, the thirsted over, Overall Agency of the Year, aka the EFF Agency of the Year. This award is for the overall best agency, drawn from all categories. Once the various sectorial categories have been decided, the winners are then put back into a hat with other top performers. That wasn't a joke. You're doing too much now. It makes it seem like I planted you in the crowd. Please, fake it well, thank you. Now they're put back into the hat with other top performers, and the jury discussion continues for another round of voting. Despite a constrained economy and losing a large account, this agency achieved a revenue growth of 18%, retained all of its top-tier clients, and added new business to the value of, listen properly, 45 million rands, which combined with the agency in its strongest revenue position to date, which combined put the agency in its strongest revenue position to date. And the winner of this overall Agency of the Year is Job Public United Johannesburg 2000. Congratulations. Yes, welcome, Jin to Jin. chat later. Thank you. Thank you, Tumi. One more time for Tumi, please. Who was only outperformed by Zandi in the corner over there. Sorry, you've been working so hard, handing over the awards so efficiently. Thank you, Zandi. You understood the assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, that therefore concludes the FM AdFocus Awards for 2021 and my contribution to it for many years to come. Look, I mean, not all the jokes worked. I made some enemies. But just rest assured, my father's not proud of what I'm doing. Once again, a big thank you to our partners, IAS, Scopen, The Media Shop, and Ornico. Congratulations to all of the winners. One more round of applause for everybody who has won, please. Yes. Very well deserved. Please, can I ask you all the winners to come onto stage at the end of the show and get a little bit of a group pic there. And then we're going to go outside for a little bit of it's like luries with less regret. Finally, well done to Jeremy and the team for putting this together. Another great AdFocus, which you're now able to pick up at registration. Woo! Reading! That concludes the formal proceedings for the evening. Folks, just a reminder, please. The bar closes at 9:30, so drink fast. Stay well. I've been your host, Loiso Madinga. Unless you didn't like me, I'm Maps Maponyane. Stay well. Thank you. Good night.
It's a carousel of words running around, going nowhere. How do you survive while I'm burning alive? Though the flame is there, I'm broken inside. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.